Junior. In a season where we've been almost threatened more by the lowly place sides than the league leaders, this is a big test in our season as we take on the last place Racing 92. It is 14th versus 2nd, and it's a scary prospect to come to. Bonjour everyone and welcome back along to the Montpellier career mode, where today we take on the bottom of the table, the foot of the body, and the worst team in the competition so far this season, a side boasting a 1-win, 20-loss record here in round 22 of the top quartiles. And I looked through their team in the build-up to today's matchup, and I don't quite understand why they're doing so poorly. Look at this team. Yeah, it's an okay front row with Gogashvili at loose head, Roach at hooker. Hugh Roach isn't a bad player either, the Australian, and Ali Oz at tight head. Then the second row of Will Tucker and Luke Jones is pretty good by that standard as well. And then any back row that has Michael Hooper in the number 7 jumper deserves a lot of respect. And you may say, okay, they've got a decent average enough forward pack, but what does the backline look out like? Well, there's Super Rugby experience in Hawara at fly half, the former Montpellier boy Carlin Isles on the left wing, the Argentinian excitement machine of Santiago Carreras in the midfield inside centre. Curtly Beale is at outside centre. What more do you need to know? That is a really good team for Racing 92, yet here they are, minus 236 points differential, just 11 points on the board and the 1 win for the year. This is a team in horrid form. And to be no disrespect to this Racing 92 side, we've made a few changes as well, and we've mixed things up. Teddy Thomas pointed a blank last episode as he kept the team up against us to just 0 points. That's right, not even 1, 2 or 3 points going the way of our opponents there. Manozzi stays on the wing. Let's see if the excitement machine can do it again. And of course, Maxi Boy Malins comes in to that midfield, and we're trying to keep these guys nice and fit, ready for action. We're looking to keep the likes of Raka, Wakatawa, and especially Bello as well injury-free when we get into the real serious period of this season. Sankoni's come in to the back row as well, giving more of a rest to all I think is an undervalued player of this team. I value him very much, but Placines really does change our ruck commitment. He's the one who gets to the ball first and always gives us quick recycled ball. So look out for that, maybe to not be quite as strong tonight. Otherwise though, a team on paper I think we should go very well, but I'm a bit concerned about what some of these players, Mr. Hooper and Mr. Beale, can do individually to completely turn this game on its head. On the bench, Racing have a few players who are going to make a difference there as well. Looking through the likes of LaRue, Mashan, Fiku, Havili. Why they're not starting, I don't quite understand, but still, this is a team with some good depth and some real superstars. They just can't seem to put it together on the field, and hopefully that night won't be tonight that they do. Save it, lads, till next season, where that's none of my concern. Okay, we are ready to go here. Montpellier, the away team tonight, we're playing in our two-tone blue as usual, the black as well, up against the blue and white hoops of Racing 92, as it is the Italian Tommaso Allen who gets us underway with a deep kick to the 22. Racing who
advantage
race away with an early chance, but has been picked up off the knock-on from Montpellier, and we have an early chance here to set the scene, hopefully for a big win over last. Here's Marcus Mabimbi, wants a beat at the back, but Dub Shots puts up a great defensive work. Short one to allow Marpay, standing where the forward should be. No fullback that time, stopped just in the nick of time. Stunder, Maylands, cuts it back, oh, high shot. And that time, illegal play from the fullback. Dip shot takes him down high. And you know what? Oh, jeez. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the 3 early because I don't want to end up with a 14-all draw or a 21-all draw or a 7-all draw. I need to win this game. Get this 3 points early, get on the board, get that point of difference, reset, go back to halfway, and get ourselves the opening try. Tommaso Allen obliges. Not really the sort of play I'd expect our captain, Marcus Montpellier, to really adapt as a team, but still, I just want to make sure we win this game. It's a big concern what this man on the ball now, apparently Beal, can do. He is a superstar. He's chased that well too. Gomez goes down and he was turned over. There's a big chance now. Cadenas into the 22. He goes. Half a broken tackle. Pick and go. And a width as well. Montpellier's beaten. Oh, stepping in and out. Montpellier left for dust.
Advantage.
The ball squirts free. Now the hands of Flancon. And it's gone back to Racing 92, who looked to take advantage. There was a really fast section of play as they break away on the ledge.
Advantage
and the
over.
first try to Carlin Isles. What an insult! Carlin Isles, the former Montpellier boy, has scored the opening try against his former club. The man, prior to that knock-on from Flancon, this was a play that almost resulted in a try to Mora on the right wing. Great pass from Roach. And then the incredible awareness to draw in that defender to slim up our defence. And Carlin Isles does exactly what I feared in today's episode. Currently Beal, of course, he started all, a break through the middle along with Cadenas. And Beal makes the extra 2. It's a 7-3 lead for Racing 92. And I just wonder what it does to this match engine when you take an early 3 as if it goes well. He clearly doesn't give a shit about winning, so let's just make the other team play a lot better. Here's Tommaso Allen kicking off deep to the left-hand side this time, and a great tackle. Currently Beal upended from Montpellier. Tries to get up on the ball quickly, but in the end it comes back to a do shot to thumps this away over Teddy Thomas. And the finding touch just up around halfway. However, giving it the big thumbs up there for his fullback. As here's Tolofua. Very impressive last episode was the hooker. Franco at the front. Dupont goes to Allen, who looks to run. Tommaso Allen. Oh! Just not quite finding the support line.
Release.
There. Lamarpe switching in and out. And much like last episode, we're just not putting in those final finishing plays, trusting ourselves to go to ground, giving the ball away. Now, here comes Racing again. Stunder turns it over. Malins gets the ball. Now he's through. Malins puts a little grubber. Can he regather? He does, and he slides over. Max Malins in the try gives themselves the glide. Well, he is an incredible player, Max Malins. It doesn't matter what number it's on his back. He makes things happen. Great tackle there. Putting it down quickly. And then the turnover ball. Malins sliding through. Foot race of Isles. He was never going to win that. But he got down early. And somehow in these dry conditions, gave himself the big old slide. And slid right the way through. Well, it was all sparks from Underhill and his turnover. Great defensive work from him as well. With Max Malins' broken play, it seems to be Montpellier's bread and butter this season. When the game's a bit fractured, when the team's on attack and they quickly lose the ball, we strike. Our defence to attack transition is brilliant. So's that man. It's currently Beal. I'm waiting for him to explode in this game. 10 points to 7 now. We've regained this lead. Oh, we've just thrown that away completely. Thankfully, though, water goes into touch. Just need to take that ball to ground and trust that our forwards can do the job and keep hold of the pill. Underhill, the target at the back for Tolofua. Nails his man, finds Dupont. Running across field. He looks like he wants to plant this one on the boot, and he does so. Lamarpe leads the chase. It sits up. Is it going to go dead? No. Goes right into the end goal. And no question of a second thought there from Racing just to put that down and reset things for the 22 dropout. Finds his way back. Underhill chases it hard. And oh, Malins hammered in the tackle. Does very well to hang on to that for as long as he did. Here's Underhill to Talbot for Nua. Always loves the strong carry. Does a big second rower. Dupont very deep on that play, but now he gets up to Demabumba, and the space is there for Bumba. Finds Malins out the back door to 4 and 5 Montpellier players, and Pimpy taken high. Well, it's a bit loose from Montpellier at the moment, but it looks like Gogashvili's going to the bin for 10. The loose head prop departs, and this is the time to strike. Tommaso Allen puts his 5 out. What a kick. So calm, doesn't waste time, doesn't overpressurise himself, just looks at the corner, smokes it towards it, and gets us right on the money. Tolafua finds Talfafanua. DuPont! Oh, great tackle there on the scrum half. Talfafanua will play the replacement number 9 for Stunder, who bulldozes through one. It's there again, Underhill! And the English flanker goes right next to the uprights. Recycled ball was too fast for Racing, and someone's messing up Minozzi's here, and he doesn't look happy. Comical stuff from the Italian flyer, but this was a real forwards try. How many players wiped out from that Stunder run? And then it was the buddy from across the ditch that gets the job done. It's almost like talking about New Zealand and Australia there across the ditch, but Ireland, of course, in England, separated by not much. So there you go, support from the unlikely partnership, I guess you'd call it. Here's Tommaso Allen, separated by not much from those two either. As the Six Nations rivals combine here between the Italian, the Englishman, and of course, the Irishman as well. Plenty of inter-rivalries in this club that you just don't care to think about because it could hurt your brain. Currently Beale gets this underway again, something he's done probably more than he would like already tonight. That is a big play at the breakdown. Great fast turnover and great fast hands as well. Beale, oh what a pass out wide to Wiles! Gets rid of Minozzi! He's got 2! What a play from Carlin Isles! And this is why we signed him. The X-Factor ability, the things he can do are just top shelf. It was a great tackle in Sankarni, and watch this shifting it wide. Beale in the middle, Mortar started it, and then look at it, in and out, the dummy. And Minozzi was left chewing on some grass like a cow out in the paddock. As Carlin Isles grabs his 2nd try tonight. And heavily influenced was Curly Beale. Jeez, I'd just love it if he disappeared tonight. Didn't feature, yellow card period as well, as the lead is cut to just 3 points as we go to half time. Right on the stroke of that ball going over the sticks. It is Curly Beale with another 2, and Montpellier cut lead down to just 3 points, 17-14. What a match. It's a match I feared we may be getting towards us. I thought that we could come into this and just dominate the game, but right from the start, Racing were here to play, and it's just incredible that this team is 1-20 over their 21 games so far this season, and 14th place, yet they're playing like a real contender of a team. 14 points against us, pretty sure that was more than Bordeaux scored, or very close to what they scored. So, you know, you're looking top team, the bottom team, attacking-wise, they are just as good. Will their defence hold up in the second 40? We're about to find out. We need to clean up those handling errors too, by the way. 5-1, that's poor. I thought the yellow card period may have just ended Racing's chances. It may have just killed their determination or their passion in the game and dropped their heads this season when they've lost 20 times. I don't think they're going to fight very hard. As here we go with Tommaso Allen. Up the middle he goes, he's lost it again! Massive turnover from Blair, but Pimpy wipes that more in the corner, gets it back and goes towards that right-hand edge. Thomas just takes it down. What a run there from Jones! They're right on the doorstep now, Racing 92. Offloads coming thick and fast, Roach goes to ground. Montpellier throw no one in that breakdown. Beale! Almost there. Pick and go. Flick back brilliantly, and over goes Urbani. The try is scored, and Racing take the lead. Right off the break, Racing. That was a dominant tackle from Demba Bamba, but it wasn't enough to stop the momentum. Was quickly shifted back from Curly Beale, and in the short little play around here from Boisset, flicked it back towards the touchline, and a great run from Avani, who just charged over with the defender hanging off his coattails. That is a goal he'd try to be proud of from Racing 92. A situation they're probably not very often in. They've got a 2-try period with the yellow card. That is incredible. 21-17. And now they'll get the man back. Gogashvili is back on the field. Quite remarkable. Or is... No, surely that's a 1 and not a 7, right? They look nothing like Michael Hooper. Right, Tommaso, we've got work to do here, lad. We're trailing by, 4 points now? He goes shorter this time. Looks for Minossi, who's been out of this game. Aside from defensively being outclassed from Carlin Isles. Well, that's a great piece of defense there. Going in hard. Now the offload's starting to play a part as Canetas.
Release.
Bulldozers into contact, picking over from Luke Jones. Again, so fast on the breakdown. Arasi. Boisset. Oh, Bumba. Yes, he knew that chance was there. Underhill goes short to Tommaso Allen. Inside out, shot it to Beale. Oh, it's a shocker. Really is a disaster. Tolofua back to Mapimpi. This is where it was supposed to go. Power from Marcazola. Oh, bit it is. That's a great dollar try for Marcazola Mapimpi. And the King puts us back in front. It's an arm wrestle. It's a game of drive back. You have some, we'll have some. But come that 80th minute, who's going to have the decisive play? That pass to Beale was meant for DuPont. But Tolofua, he knew the plan. Over that so quickly. And the King bulldozing over Dubshot and charging over for the try. What a game we've got on our hands. It's scarily close. It really is. I would love it if we could just, coast away to a win and not have all of this confusion. Over goes the conversion. 3-point lead is back. Make sure now that we keep this on our side. We can't let this lapse. So we make changes. I don't know if we do just yet. I just don't know if we do. Minossi maybe the fullback, the freedom off the wing, I guess, I don't know. It's Alpha Fanua, away to Allen. Do we bring on Bello? Allen's not being that bad. DuPont to Alpha Fanua. Now he goes through. Max Malins looks, where was the winger? Where was Minossi? I thought Minossi was out on the wing. I thought, yeah, that's it. Minossi to streak away after Malins does the hard work. But now the chance for Racing. Oh, stolen from Flanco at the front. Here's Stunder. First receiver, that's a big truck. Stop it if you can. DuPont away to Gomez. Out the back to Allen. Down the corner he goes. Switching plays to Laumape. Looks for the King. The King gets in. He steps back inside. Just inside the Racing half now. DuPont shows it goes. Bell leads the chase. Will he stop him? He does. Just 4 meters short. Curly Bell, great dedication.
Release.
This is a game on the line now. Bamba through one. Demba Bamba. Right there again. DuPont's up into the ball. Looks for the forwards. Francois bring brilliance. Deserves the try. And Francois gets it. He got the turnover at the line out. That sparked the start. And he also sparked the finish. Minossi the first one there for the high five. But man, he's had a torrid night tonight against Racing on the wing. But we get the big try we wanted. That was the one that makes a difference. Curly Beale has been just incredible tonight. Such a thorn in our side, but such an asset for this Racing team. And I feel that may be the try that'll break this Racing team down. This will put us 10 points up with just 12 minutes to play. I want to keep the faith in the players on the field. I don't want to make changes that I feel this team should be doing without. We're good enough to win this game, and it's a bit of a concern that we've been pushed this far into it. But the confidence I have in these players has to stay. Sure, it looks like it's going towards Sanconi, and he does grab it, and he just rumbles straight back up to halfway. No care or consideration for the opposition. Here is the try scorer. Drop down the turnover very quickly now. It's counter-attack chance here for Racing 92. This could be a turnover. Quickly on a tail for Fanua. He gets it. Lamape's facing the wrong way again. Mapimpi on the ball. Tomasuela support. There's the play. No chance for Poisson. Tomasuela is in. That's a big one. And that'll be it. Surely. There'll be no comeback. There'll be no fight back. We've finally put them away. 14th on the table. Welcome to loss number 21. I should have been saying that in about the 25th minute, not the 75th minute. But we've come good at the end when it really matters. Our pass is starting to stick. Mapimpi getting space. Sadly though, no luck on that right wing with Benossi tonight. We'll persevere, see if he's got a little bit of something in his pocket in these final 6 minutes. There's the try scorer. Loves a good try too, this Tomasuela, and he really does break the line and support the line very well, much like Bello. He's just got a little bit more spring in his step than the veteran. Well, another night of disappointment for Curly Beale. So much promise at halftime, and especially about 45 minutes into this game, his team are really up in the match. Allen, he's done brilliantly there. He's got away from a dangerous situation. He's kept that ball alive. Stunned it to Mapimpi. Straightens it up and pops it up for Malins. Now there's room here for Lamape again. The floodgates are opening. Canedas gets chased, but he won't have enough to stop Nangani Lamape. What a finish from the former All Black. Support plays. Mapimpi and Lamape switching places. Mapimpi taking that one through the midfield. There he was, that deeper line. He drew in the width defence, created that 2-on-1 overlap. Malins just about stuffed up the pass, but enough in the tank to get away from Canedas, who was a very speedy customer. And of course, Isles was streaking across. But Lamape always has that little extra in the tank, a bit of power, a bit of something to get that job done. 43-21. That'll do it. We can be content with that. We've come home strong, really strong in that last 20 minutes. And sealed the deal finally. 45-21. An arm wrestle of the first half, but the second was all Montpellier. We didn't need to bring out the big guns. We kept the faith, and they repaid it in spades. A brilliant performance that second 40. Lamape finding a bit of space, but Mapimpi getting involved. That midfield was nice as well. Teddy Thomas shored up the defence in the back in the second 40. Long-term prospect, I don't think so. Would have gained more from him on that right side of the wing, but still, it's good to have these guys versatile in positions. 45-21. In the end, you look at that score and say, yep, that was the display we wanted, but up until about the 50th minute, this was anyone's game. In fact, you'd probably say Racing were in the box seat to pick up the win after that Rabani try, but no, we come fighting back and took over, seized control, and never looked back. 6 tries to 3. Carl Niles got 2 as well. He was superb in that first 40, as was Beale. He got 3 conversions and did control that game very strongly for Racing. As for Montpellier though, well, take your pick. We got a good mix of forwards and backs alike. Francois and Underhill for the big boys up front. And then it was Tomasuela, Makazole Mapimpi, Nagane Lamape, and Max Malins who got the rest of the tries. Only one of the 6 going to a winger. That is what I like to see. I like the versatility of players coming from everywhere to score tries. It's dangerous, and it gives us a bit more of a threat around the paddock. Allen was flawless off the tee, 7 shots at goal, 6 conversions and a penalty to give him a very strong night. What's that, 12, 15, 20 points for Tomasuela in a 45-21 win. Stats are pretty even throughout, but what really matters is that top line, the fact we took control and didn't let the game get away. The yellow card period should have been where we took over, and in fact it was where Russing went into another gear. We took over from that though, and thankfully, again, hey, I don't think about it during the match anymore, but no injuries. Is this 3 weeks in a row? Just incredible. Well, the trophy cabinet is once again empty as we've had to give away the European Champions Cup, although I guess we've still got our name etched on there from the 2023 season. But the new champions are the Exeter Chiefs. We played them this year or last year? I can't even remember. I think last year they were in our group. A very good side, quality team, and they've gone all the way to the end to be crowned champions. But you know what? We've ticked that box and we've moved on to the next thing. I think this may be the end of that season, which does change things. But we'll have a look at the table. We can see Bordeaux is on 99 points with 4 games still to play. They are going to cruise past that 100-point mark with games to spare, that is for sure. 390 points in the plus. They look just incredible. But I can't believe we've beaten them twice this season as well. 19 bonus points. We're on just 15. We're on a 5-game winning streak though, and that bar no one. That is the best in the league at the moment. Clermont are also on a 5-game. I saw the 6, but that's Toulon -6. They still can't win since we beat them. They have been stuck on about 65 points for 6 weeks now. That is just a turnaround of poor form. I've seen nothing like it before. The threat's still there though as we slowly push away. Clermont have been matching us point for point since we got that breakaway win against Bordeaux, but still 11-point difference. If we drop it, they are going to climb towards us. So we can't afford to lose more than 2 of these last 4 games. Stade Francais right there as well as our cast, but now they're starting to split apart. Toulon are starting to threaten their chance of their top 6. It looks dead and buried weeks ago, but somehow they just can't win. It is really incredible to see. But we are fighting to keep our 2nd spot. Looks like we won't get 1st. I doubt we'll drop down to 3rd. Who are our final few games? Right, Racing was a win. Next up, Toulouse, Stade Francais, the fruit drinks. Then we've got Pau and La Rochelle. So Toulouse, Stade, Pau and La Rochelle. Toulouse, where are they? Down in 7th, fighting to catch Toulon. That's interesting. La Rochelle at 8th, Pau in 9th. And who was the other one? Oh, Stade. Well, that's a big one. That is our big game in the final 4 fixtures. And then, of course, playoffs time. Can't wait for that. That'll do it from me today, though. I think with our next game being who? Toulouse. That is going to be a cracker as well. So 2 inside the top 8, 2 outside that top 8. Well, in 8th especially with La Rochelle. But this is going to be important. We might bring back the guns for the next match. The Bakatawas, the Rakas, the Khaleesi's and the Placines. Those guys can come back in. This is a big game for our season as well. Every game now is big. We can't afford to drop points. So I'll see you for that. Toulouse is in our headlights and we're looking to run through them as well. And I'll see you for those last 4 big clashes of the season next time, starting with Toulouse. Until then, though, thanks for watching and take care.